Oh, so that's how it ends. That's wild. Hey everyone! Today is Wednesday the 19th of November. One World Under Doom ends today, which is wild. We have a Black Friday sale coming up on Black Friday, but today is Wednesday. There's a really big book out. So before we get into anything else, it's Wednesday. You know what that means. It's time for comics again. Thank you very much for tuning into Comics Again, the show that enters your feed every Wednesday to tell you all those new number ones. Here comes the big one. Are you ready for it? Here it comes. The big book of the week this week, the one you're waiting for, is the new DC Marvel Batman and Deadpool number one shot. This time it's the DC edition. Batman and Deadpool team up once again. This one written by Grant Morrison, drawn by Mora, and it is fantastic. Check it out. It also comes in multiple flavored covers, so get in, get them early while you still can, because there are tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and even more and a couple more, maybe some more. Oh wait, did you think I was almost done? I'm not almost done. There are tons of covers. Remember when I said tons? There are tons. Yeah, I'm still going. Yeah. And that one's shiny. And I didn't even hold up the blank one because you don't want to look at the blank one. But anyway, Deadpool Batman issue 1, the DC version, is here. It's got all sorts of other cool little stories in the back. You're not going to want to miss out on those. The Doctor Strange and Constantine with some Swamp Thing action. Mwah. Gotta love it. It's here. Batman Deadpool, issue 1. All the covers. Now that we're done going over all those covers for that Batman Deadpool one-shot, let's see what Marvel has to offer for you this week. There's a new Nova book, Nova Centurion. Falling out of the events of Imperial, Nova's got a new mission. If you need him to do a job, you can hire him. Nova. New issue. New series. Nova. The X-Men from the Age of Apocalypse are back on regular Earth from the Age of Apocalypse Earth to cause some trouble for all the X characters. X-Men of Apocalypse issue 1 is here. So figure out what they're doing. It's the Age of Apocalypse. And because it's pretty much the holiday season now, since we're in the literal middle of November, the Spider-Man Holiday Spectacular is here. So get your holiday comics on with this Marvel Holiday Spectacular involving Spider-Man. Robert Kirkman's other superhero book from Image returns. This time it is Capes. Capes is back. Yeah, you love Invincible. You read all that Battle Beast. We'll get back into Capes. It's Capes issue 1, written by Robert Kirkman. Got a cover by Ryan Otley. It's drawn by Mark Englehart. Check it out. Capes is back. It's been out of print for a while. Also coming away from Image Comics and Tyler Kirkham comes Final Boss. Some extreme comic book action in the classic Image style. Check it out. It's Final Boss. That sounds pretty great. Oh, there's some explosions happening in there. Yeah, cool. And if that wasn't extreme enough for you, go back to the medieval times with Spawn in Spawn Dark Ages. Look at that. Liam Sharp's got this new Spawn book. He's got a big old axe. Big guy. Big horn helmet, big old axe. Spawn Dark Ages, issue 1. And for the kiddies, there's a new Mickey Mouse comic book, Mickey Mouse Phantom Blots Double Revenge. Cool. And a new Lion King, Disney's Lion King. So those are 2 number 1s in the Disney world for the kids. Look at that. Hey ho, look at that. Disney Comics. For you this week, I got 1 trade paperback, 1 graphic novel. There's a hardcover and a paperback version. I'm only gonna hold up the paperback, but it's Absolute Martian Manhunter. It's the coolest of the new Absolute books. Yeah, the other ones are great, but this one's doing some stuff that comics can only really do in print form. So check this thing out if you like cool comics. You like weird, mind-bendy, twisty things that aren't necessarily so straightforward as like Big Batman or Wonder Woman Lives in Hell, like that kind of thing. This is a little bit weirder, a little bit out there, and the art is crazy. So check it out. Absolute Martian Manhunter, Volume 1. It's issues 1 through 6 coming your way in paperback form for $17.99, and the hardcover's more than that. I just don't have it in my hand to tell you the price. Absolute Martian Manhunter, Volume 1. All right, that is it for me today. Thank you very much for tuning into comics again. All of these comics that I just spoke to you about are available in store and online at bravenewworldscomics.com. You can shop there from home. Anytime, really. Just about any time. As I mentioned earlier, there is a Black Friday sale happening at both Brave New Worlds Comics on Friday, November 28th. Both stores are participating. It is only Friday, so after you've filled up on turkey or turkey-related substitute, come on in on Friday the 28th of November and get all of the comics stuff you wanted. Anything I mentioned in this video that's still on the shelf, anything that is on the shelf that you've been looking at, graphic novels, anything, back issues, action figures, statues, whatever, t-shirts, posters, all the cool stuff you want for 20% off. 20% off everything. There is one exception to that though. Gift certificates cannot be purchased at a 20% discount. And if you have stuff already on hold, so your subscriptions, your pulls, all that kind of stuff you've got sitting in boxes and files, that is not included in the everything. There's a little asterisk there. So anything else in the store, on the floor, on the shelves, on the walls, all that stuff, 20% off. Can't beat it. So remember, Friday, November 28th, 20% off everything. Right. Until then, I'll be back here next week for another one of these videos, and make sure you make some time to read some comics. See you later, everybody. And lastly, if you're not into the DC book, you're probably